So we first heard about Melissa when Rita and I were engaged and had been living together for a couple of years. Ollie used to pop over quite a bit for dinner, football matches, etc. And the topic of conversation that would provide us with the most entertainment would always be Ollie's love life. Well, after hundreds and hundreds of stories about the likes of Angelina Jolie, Kate Moss, Irina Shayk, coming in and out of his life like a revolving door, but none of them quite cutting the standards, we were starting to get a bit frustrated. So one day, Rita asked him the now standard question, "How's the love life, Ollie?" To which he responded, "Looking pretty good actually," which caught us both by complete surprise. Anyway, so he tells us about this really bubbly, pretty, funny girl who's the best mate of Bolly's housemate, Caroline, and that they'd been chatting, exchanging emails, and how they were beginning to really get along, even to the point that he was starting to get butterflies in his stomach every time they met. So weeks go by, and each time Ollie comes over, stories progress about this mystery girl, and we can visibly see how with each time he met her, he was getting happier and happier, and Rita was getting more and more excited about a possible wedding. So finally the day comes for us to meet this now famous Melissa, and I have to say, within about 20 minutes of meeting him and seeing how happy he made Ollie, I turned to Rita and I said, "Yeah, you were right, she's the one." Now we are all here today, 4 years on, celebrating this wonderful day.
Now to my beautiful wife. We met just over 4 years ago. Caroline had just moved in with Ollie, and a few of the guys were around Ollie's house having a few drinks before going into Lee. Melissa and Layla were also round there to see Caroline, and it must have been coincidence, but after Ollie's house, they followed us to every bar we went to. The last place being Bellini's. I think this is where we had our first conversation, not that Melissa can remember. And I'm not sure I made such a great first impression because she told me I looked like Frank Skinner. Anyway, we got to know each other over the next few months, and I began to realise what a kind, funny, generous person she was. We met up a couple of times just as friends. Once we went to Roller City. As it turned out, we both used to go there when we were younger. However, it turned out I nearly ruined my chances at this point. The DJ called for all speed skaters to come to the rink, and by this time my confidence had grown, so I joined in with all the other 16-year-olds. At the time, I thought I'd impressed her with my skating skills, but a few months later, she let me know the truth. After organising our first and second dates, it was Melissa's turn to organise our third. And she didn't disappoint. We went out for a nice meal, and then she surprised me with tickets to go and see Frank Skinner. I can honestly say that the first 12 months when we got to know each other was the best period of my life. Getting to know the person I was going to spend the rest of my life with. Because we got to know each other so well, even before our first date, I knew the person I wanted to spend the rest of my life with. No, I'm not. All right, now let's get up. Come on, go for it. As most of you know, I hadn't been the luckiest person up until this point, but as soon as we met, things changed. Everything fell into place. Liverpool even started winning. Not today, though. But today, I feel like the luckiest person in the world. So I'd like to raise a final toast to my beautiful wife, Melissa. Melissa.